depends. If you're gonna throw it mid, I think it's a lot harder to play than like playing at 4.
Yeah.
But I'm still trash at the hero, so it's not like it matters.
Maybe they picked it thinking they could put it mid against Morphling. I don't think it's a bad matchup for Wind at all. She actually probably has kill potential with W maybe, but you could flex it, yeah. I do like the Shaker better this game, just because, like, I don't know, it feels like you can stun more heroes and you can burst Omni at the same time. Because last game, sort of the problem was Sand King would go in on the Omni, and then his teammates would be like late to respond. Earthshaker doesn't really have that problem. He can chain stun himself. I don't know, maybe he catches like a ton of heroes.
Yeah, and again, they could still go for like an A or something. It's not as great this game. I think you.
Yeah.
This is like the game where the Doom, even Doom and the Rubik's kind of hard to play though.
Yeah, wait. What if Rubik gets Heavenly Grace and he just does that to whoever's doomed? Just does not feel great. Alright, yeah, this is a stunner hero. I like these.
You do need a lot of lockdown when you play against Morphling, and they're like solving that with Sven, Rune Ranger, Axe. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of the issue with like picking Morphling this early though. Like you're probably gonna get or not have the easiest game in the world.
5 seconds remaining.
Are they gonna pick AA last? Are they just gonna get to pick AA? Because that's still a really good Morphling counter. Or they could pick up like a Shiva's hero. Axe can kind of fill that role. You put the wind on. I don't know.
Radiant team back.
1, 2, 3 strength heroes. Alright, cool. I think Timber bullies Omni Knight quite well in lane and just throughout the whole game.
Also Sven, it works really well too.
Yeah, but I feel like if Sven gets ahead, Timber doesn't really feel that strong.
It still does a lot of work though. It's not like it still helps out quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then just
I guess
Sven run free.
This is a good Lotus game for Timber already. Sven stuff, Wind Ranger spells, and well, that's kind of it. But can also purge stuff. I feel like they need a hero to sort of tie this draft together on Radiant. These feel like a couple of loose ideas. And they could definitely round this off with just more team fight somehow.
10 seconds remaining.
If you want to be greedy, you could pick Morph, or you could pick Faceless Void.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Brewmaster.
Okay.
That's a weird pick. For sure. You don't see Brewmaster that often.
Is it 3?
Is it?
I don't know.
10 seconds remaining.
You could play this 2. You could also play it 1 and put the Morphling mid. They have a lot of options here. Alright, so, Crobulus. No one wants to go mid now.
Is this like...
Alright, Shear's going mid. I think.
Because he's fine into Timber, though. They have a lot of lockdown for some of these heroes. It's kind of hard to deal with the Brewmaster.
Oh, wait, this is a, I think, core Shaker. Right? Jack was their carry player. He was playing...
Yeah, he was. Shear's playing Morphling.
Playing the Morph last game. Now Shear's on the Morphling. So this is one shaker. I like that. I really
I
like
guess
that.
they switch it up. They design this. Well, I mean, you're never like sad picking lockdown. I don't know. I still think Portland Birdsiders is fine. QXD kind of.
I think they've picked a easier to execute lineup again. You have a big team fight group up hero in the Death Prophet. You have some catch, and you have this Sven Omni Knight combo that just walks everywhere and kills everything. So
I just don't know where your synergy is from QXD's draft. Like their heroes just kind of feel like a counterintuitive almost.
Yeah, it's not a lot of stuff that fits nicely together. Like they have some like spell combos, but they don't have like a macro game strategy with like how you position in fights and how you sort of how you move around the map.
And Earthshaker's gonna farm a lot slower than a Sven is.
That's true.
Like,
so
I'm not sure what you buy to fix that.
I think this means that Sheer is the one this game, and Jack's just playing 2 Earthshaker from the safe lane. They will probably give farm priority to Sheer. But I don't know, maybe Jack will go some like crazy build and show all of us up. Is this crit shaker time? I want to see.
I don't know if you rush it though, because again, like, how do you farm if you're just rushing like a Crystallis?
I think he'll either go Midas or Ags first. Just because I don't know, you need some way to farm, and the Ags W kind of fits that role.
Yeah, sure.
It's 5-second cooldown, so it's something. You can clear camps with it.
I have to keep an eye on the clock, but we do have 45 minutes, and then I think this game will go shorter than that. So I might have been fine to just stay on the Masters, but I didn't want to risk it. So fine, whatever.
So no arrows this game, no astrals. Morphling has a little bit of an easier time, I think. Certainly the calls out of nowhere are not going to be fun.
What do you mean Morphling? This is support Morphling.
Listen, I really thought it would be, but it's definitely not.
No, really it's mid. What is this build? This is like a mid Morphling.
Yeah, they wanted mid.
Wait, was Sheer their mid last game? I thought it was their support for some reason.
No, Sheer was their invoker.
They're gonna trade with Vinny here, and I think they're eventually gonna lose to the Battle Hunger. There is a save there. Do they have the damage? What?
Vinny dies first.
Down to a millisecond right there.
That is huge. That is huge, massive.
I think if Axe had stuck with it from the beginning, they get first blood there, but it's a 1-for-1 now. And yeah, first blood going to the Panda is a bigger deal.
There is a patch somewhere in the past or somewhere in the future where everything is the same there except the strength gain on some of those heroes, and the other guy dies first. But we don't live in that scenario.
Yeah, not anymore. Maybe in a week or whenever the next patch is supposed to come out. Who knows?
Maybe that can't happen next patch. What happened? Oh my god. Not even blocking. I don't think you block here.
You get a lot of XP. You get a lot of XP.
Yeah.
You want to get this early level 2.
Oh, it's huge, yeah.
Especially
it's also demoralizing
as well. Top lane, Rubik Timbersaw into a Sven Omni. Beautiful lane for a Timbersaw. You do see a Timbersaw getting picked into, a lot of these strength heroes often, but sometimes not laning against them particularly. But this time, Sven being in the safe lane, they didn't try and switch it up at all. They are just going to give Timbersaw this matchup, which might kind of be hard for KU to deal with, but we'll see what happens. Again, he is contending farm with an Earthshaker all the way down in the bot lane.
Ooh, Vinny's getting ran out a little bit. This is the level advantage.
I don't think he dies here. In fact, with the Battle Hunger doing a lot of work there. Jack doing some slight damage. Gonna try and go for a block now. Has another stun. One last hit. Love picking up the kill with the clap.
Dude, this is such a sick lane, actually.
I mean, it's a lot of slow. It's a lot of stun. It's hard to kill Notorious, but Axe, I mean, he really makes it easy. Gonna be able to run at Jack now, actually. Looking for another stun. Notorious gonna take a bit of extra damage here, but... I mean, that's your core dying. It's not like this offlane Earthshaker. I think maybe not the biggest of deals. Because it was 0-2-2, but...
Not ideal, but I think at a certain point he realized that he would not make it out of there just by running. So I wanted to just trade.
It seems like... I'm kind of surprised Vinny even died in this lane, honestly. Because he's getting so much work done just casting Battle Hunger, level in the spin.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally just the snowballing from the first blood. Radiant had more XP.
Mm-hmm. And if they get... It is kind of a bounce back if they get another kill. I think they're probably not going to bring down the Brewmaster here. He does pop a wand to get most of his health back, and they will just turn it around now. Stun back into Notorious. Swallow one.
They're doing a good job.
Sheer mid lane getting pretty low, but really just baiting out the Crypt Swarm from Aaron. Which mid lane, it's actually a decent size advantage for Seer right now.
Yep.
So slightly better slightly better Morphling game. I'm sorry, I caught that, Aaron.
I saw that too.
And oh my goodness, again. Dude, it's just like you approach the lane at all with all three abilities up right now for Jack. He's got 1/1/1 Fissure, Enchant Totem, Echo. Or not Echo, Slam. Aftershock.
Go slam a totem.
It's so hard to approach the lane anymore.
It is. And because they've been pressuring this Wind Ranger as well, she's having a hard time just like poking at the Shaker. They're always ready to go aggro.
And it makes it really hard for Wind Ranger to really do her job, basically.
Yeah. She can't poke. She can't poke when these two big meaty guys are always running at her. And I mean, they have to do that, because if they don't, she just gets to poke them.
QXD did steal up a Invis rune in the top lane, too. A little bit of a rotation. So well, and yeah, with 2 levels in Thunderclap now again. Vinny not really low, but even when he's at full health, they can burst him down incredibly quickly. Jack, I believe, with 2 levels up in Enchant Totem. No, he's actually maxing Aftershock right now. Sometimes you do see that max of Enchant Totem on Core Earthshaker. In fact, he might just die right here. Again, looking for the stun. Shackle does not connect, but with the follow-up after that, it's just so easy for them.
I think that's why he maxes Aftershock. Crazy.
I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't have to hit him. I just constantly cast this one ability, and Notorious really can't get the bounties right here. And you got to be careful how much you want to approach. Jack does pick up the bounty rune. Bit of a trade here. Notorious connects on a shackle or power shot. Sorry, does get one more. Notorious still has the wind run if he wants to use it. Thunderclap. Oh,
he didn't pop wind run.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't thinking about it just because.
I thought he might continue to chase there, but bottle up on Jack now too. Yeah, this is like a disaster of a bot lane for Portland Burnsiders. 0-4-2 on the Axe right now. And for a hero that kind of needs an early blink as well. If you connect on a shackle shot, maybe you can follow this up with a call. There's a stun. Fissure. Can they catch him though? Not too much to follow, but he is slowed by that Battle Hunger. One more right click, maybe. A power shot even gets it. Now way underneath the tower is Vinny. Love does not have enough mana for the Thunderclap, though. I think he dies there if Love has mana.
It's such a violent lane.
QXD is basically just sitting mid lane, too, by the way. They've been kind of dueling mid. There's a dive in. Sheer looking for the silence, but it's not going to come on time. Spirit Siphon, not quite there either. It is a shared bounty. This looks like the creeps got the last hit. But an early death all over the place for Portland Burnsiders. The only untouched lane right now is that top lane.
Yeah, but he's against the Timbersaw. This is not fun.
Yeah. He's slightly behind, but look at the denies on XDXPX. That's really where the difference is. fact, you don't even need the Rubik up here. Look at the amount of work XDPX can do alone with the amount of denies he has. Top lane, there's a rotation. And, well, that's not what you want from a rotation. Complete opposite direction of how they wanted this to go. That's an ult already on the Panda. How is he level 6 before Jack? I guess Jack...
This is my 5 Panda.
Jack rotated before to get the bounty rune, so it gave him a lot of solo XP, and now Notorious is just gonna die.
He's sick. He's so sick. He's 6-0-1.
He's the core now. That's essentially how this is going. Still no call yet on Vinny, so...
What? Why is it level 2?
And top lane, there's a bit of a trade going on, but KU doesn't have the stun up. Does have God's Strength, uses it.
Doesn't have the...
Hey, he doesn't have the stun off cooldown yet, so he couldn't really follow it up with much. And QXD looking much stronger this game. Well, maybe look at mid instead. There's a Fissure blocking in Aaron. He's going to run past the tower. Can't get another stun. There's a lift here. QXD with the rotation down. Love as well. He's got the Thunderclap. No ult, but they can slow this down. Spirit Siphon coming out. Can they get the burst? Aaron without the ultimate. He's already gotten healed by the Ghost if they want to continue to chase. Fissure up in 4 seconds. So he has to really pick his target here really carefully. So Fissure does not quite block the stairs, but they have another slow. Look how low Vinny is, too. He might just run to his death here. He doesn't want to commit to this too much. So they eventually find the kill. Cannot escape those claps. And now Notorious might have just found himself a kill, though. Shackle shot connecting. Yeah.
Beautiful.
At least you get something out of it, but still not looking great for Portland Burnsiders. Losing a lot of cores early on, and...
Yeah.
Plus the amount that Sven is behind by. The only upside I would say is like Sven compared to Earthshaker is still ahead.
Yeah, but that's not the hero to look at. It's Morphling. Morphling is their one.
It's kind of this just Earthshaker doesn't really do too much potentially. It's more of a 4 protector 1 strat with your 1 being mid lane instead. It's a little weird, but.
But he's doing some EE activities here.
Almost gets the kill, XDXPX. Yeah. Wait, where is Vinny? Oh, is he almost dying to creeps?
He was farming He was farming low HP.
Yeah. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Mid lane Sheer getting so close to death right there. He got silenced before he could morph, and then he just gets bursted.
That's so lame.
I don't know if he stopped the morph or what.
No, he switched into DP. He wanted to get the Zuck
he swapped back. Oh yeah, he got the Spirit Siphon up, then he swaps back, and Notorious is dead for sure.
Oh, bye-bye.
Love is actually doing so much work with this Panda.
He can dispel magic on the wind run, I think. I don't know if he realizes this. I didn't see him do it earlier. I don't know if he did it that time.
I think it technically worked right there, because he threw him up in the tornado, so it dispels it anyway.
Uh-oh, Aaron is around.
KU getting gone on top, but yeah, bottom lane too. A little bit of exchange happening. Again, dude, this is Tranquil Boots core. Earthshaker.
Oh, yeah. I actually think he's playing 3, judging by how the Timber is building right now.
Oh, true.
It's going straight.
I guess that is. It is like base. Oh, Timber's just dead. It is like a 4 protect 1 strat. It feels like with Morphling just being your 1 from the mid lane.
Yeah.
Because Jack is for sure going your offlane items. He's getting a blink.
Yeah.
Didn't farm that great in the lane, but you got so many kills. Like, you slowed down Axe's game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He might... Honestly, it's really hard to have a game at this point if you're Axe.
Really?
You've died 5 times in the lane, and like you see how he's struggling. He's not level 6 yet at 11 minutes on an offlane Axe.
That definitely does not feel good.
Notorious can be down here until Panda gets ultimate again, but at least you can sap XP for a little bit. Axe cannot do anything close to that. So we have potential look mid. That is stolen heal, actually. Not bad on Rubik either.
It's a lot of damage. It's pure.
300 pure damage. Once it gets up to level 4, he's not going to get it. Ah,
5 Panda is very cool. I like it.
it's worked out here. I think it's fine when you're picking it into like something like Axe 2. It's so hard for him to deal with. Shackle,
Vinny
not quite
is dead.
connecting. Jack looking pretty dead bot lane too. And yeah, he has to run underneath the wrong tier 1. Wait, you were looking at Vinny? What?
Vinny was getting ramshackled, or whatever you say, by the timber saw. He TP'd out.
Oh, okay. That's why I looked up and I was like, nobody's even low on Portland anymore. But he's kind of like regen from the Tranquilos.
Invis Morphling, here we go.
So TP down. It's time for the Rubik. Love running in, has the ultimate, gets the slow off. Might continue to chase Aaron, who's just getting bursted. He can't steal anything. Gets stunned up. There's a shackle on Sheer. He does pop a wind run. After morphing into Wind Ranger, might continue to chase Vinny. Running forward is Love with the Fire Brew. Does have the tornado up as well. Gets it off. Looks for a stun. I mean, the Earth Brew is the slowest one. Took forever to get back over here. And Vinny is dead.
Oop, mid tower taken though.
6-4.
KU says, not on my watch. Nothing for free.
He's doing the best he can with a very small map right now. Like, it feels a lot smaller than it actually is, I think.
Yeah. Part of the problem, oh my god. Part of the problem is that your Axe needs space right now rather than create space, which is what you'd expect him to do right now.
Notorious top gets stunned up. There's a clap. Can't purge off the wind run, and they will back off. QXD is also up here too. Could potentially kill Notorious if he steps a little bit too far. Shackle shot stolen. That is also a decent spell. 3.8 second stun on Shackle, by the way, at level 4. Plus, it being on Rubik, that's basically an arrow, dude. If you hit it. It's not bad at all. I think he picked up the oh no, the talent is plus 0.8 seconds at level 20. Okay. So almost 5 second Shackle shot stun duration.
Oh.
At level 20. Well, obviously Rubik can't take the talent, but it's still going to be something like that with the Arcane Supremacy. 40%? What's 40% of 3.8? Basically 4. It'd be like
more than that.
It'd be like 5 seconds, essentially. No, 40% of 4? This isn't more than 2. It'd be like 1.6, right?
Hold on.
1.8?
Hold on, I can figure this out. Yeah, you're right, actually.
I think it would be like something around 5 seconds, which is still just ridiculous with Arcane Supremacy.
0.4 times 1.6. Yeah, that's it. I'm struggling with math right now.
It was one of the two.
Vinny, I like closed my eyes for like a minute straight, and Vinny is only like 1,000 from Blink. I have hope for my boy. See him get this, and I want to see him own.
With the Blink.
Yeah, dude, I am in it for the Vinny redemption arc here.
Oops. I don't know why it took forever to jump over there. 15 minutes. I mean, it's not awful, I guess.
Not awful. I mean, it's not good.
She was going to try and go on him. I don't know if he can get this, though. This is DD popped. It's just going to be a bit of a trade for now.
QXD is playing way more together this game, too, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, and you can kind of afford to when you're winning this early on as well, right? Like, it is 13-8, so they kind of made it a bit more even. But that net worth lead up there, like, I think playing as 4 and just letting your Morphling farm around the map is ideal. Let the other team, like, search for these suicide farm places like Vinny's doing. Because, again, he's going to die.
Yep.
And it's so hard for them to kill Morphling, too. You have to, like, purposefully go for a smoke. He does have the Agnums up as well. So, you know, the combo is up and running. As well, actually, no, because he gets the Eggs buff. So, yeah, the combo up and running. Morphling Earthshaker, and they find another. Aaron, actually. In the blink up
big.
on Jack.
They can just take tier 2 here.
They're just getting ran down all across the map, Portland. This is like a complete reversal of last game. QXD is going to look for more, finding KU in the jungle, but do they have the damage? He doesn't really have too much to save himself yet. We'll try and turn it with the God Strength, but you're hitting into Panda. He's got the mischance. Call back on the Jack, stunning up the axe for now. The damage here from Sheer does have the morph, not quite actually, 60 seconds until that one is back up, and KU trying to look for an escape route. There's the clap from Love. Again, the mischance dealing so much from the Panda. Love is not gonna die here, I think, and one more hit eventually brings him down, but KU had to send so much at it in the block there from the fissure. There is a tree dead because of XDXPX, and now they can try and chase this with Aaron popping the ultimate stun back into the Timber. And they would have had the combo there. Sheer does get the TP. Oh.
Whoa!
It was like the ghosts almost made it happen there. Where are these ghosts even flying, dude? What? 2
Morphling. I don't think they reach though.
I don't think they do either. What? Where did they go?
They came back.
Okay. That was like really weird. I've never seen that before. Not going to be able to take the tier 1, unfortunately, with that, but there is a running forward. Notorious connecting on a stun. The Meteor Hammer, yeah. All the magic damage there, and without an ultimate for Love, I don't think you can fight this on QXD. You kind of just have to sacrifice the tier 1, and now Portland Burnsiders is kind of showing a little bit of what they were last game.
They have really good discipline, and they see an opportunity. Their only opportunity so far where one hero of the enemy team is down, and they move around and they try to do things, which is huge. They get a follow-up kill on the Brewmaster, so like they turned something into something more.
Yeah. It's very clean Dota from, I think, either team. It's just a lot of pick-offs happening early for Portland Burnsiders, and now just turned into... Well, we gotta find some fights. The morph into the video. I'm not... What? What a play.
He casts Call in the middle of waveform and catches a huge creep wave. That's insane.
Yeah, like... He has to, that's like multiple button clicks, right? Because you also have to get the morph off. They do find XDXPX in the jungle, but this kill takes a long time to get. They need to kill him before he can get out too. There's the heal. The ult from Jack, not doing too much, but it does lock them down. They can find the Omni Knight as well as Aaron after.
Echo Salami. Nicely done.
You'll take the 2 kills, and Jack just putting that Blink Dagger to work. XDXPX doing a nice little bait there, popping the regen from the Bloodstone. Legit, and...
They're doing Roche.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but I'm with Panda tanking. Oh, what?
I'm not sure how that happened.
He just walks uphill. That's how that happens, I guess.
I guess so.
God Strength popped, and now Notorious making a bit of space. Finding them in the Roche pit. They don't want to chase up the high ground themselves, though.
He's just gonna do it, huh? They're daring them to come. They don't have Echo Slam.
Yeah, they haven't started it yet. In fact, they just explode Notorious. They found him on the side. They had vision, and now Love's gonna run in with the Panda ult. Maybe looking for at least a send up if they can find a pick off here. Omni Knight making a little bit of space. You got to keep KU stunned up. There is some damage, but again, the Panda just being so much of a nuisance here. You're bringing down a lot of the Panda Brewlings. Buyback immediately from Jack to get back into the fight. Saren gets stunned up. He did pop the ultimate, but call back on to QXD. Can Vinny follow this one up? There's a stun from KU. God Strength on cooldown. One more right click gets it, and some damage back on Aaron. The eggs up. This time, there's the combo from Sheer. It gets them the second kill onto Aaron, and now they can chase even further. The call this time, I think only hitting onto 1, but they don't have damage for the Timber. Instead, they lose the Sven, they lose the Axe. And now they can take Roche.
Was huge. The double totem is really something. You just chain stun for so long.
Is this totem on eggs on Jack as well? No, he's actually going MKD.
Nah.
I was gonna be like, yeah, if he also does it, that'd be hilarious. Like, just 2 heroes flying through the air. You haven't seen that for a long time.
Nope. But it's fun to see.
A lot of work you can do with this Morphling or Shake combo. Love is also... He's caught it quieted down a bit on the Panda, but still 11, 2, and 7. As long as you're being a nuisance to the Sven, like, that's your job, basically.
Their 5 has more net worth than the enemy mid.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That blows my mind. And I just now realized what this hero does. It's an AoE dispel for GA. This is the counter.
Oh, does that actually work?
Yeah.
Oh, it does get dispelled. Okay.
Hmm?
And it's basically all from Morphling or Shaco 2, because that's where most of your right clicks are going to be coming from.
Oh yeah, so you definitely want it down. I mean, you have magic damage, but still. I just did not think about that spell at all, because it's so hidden.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think about that either. I guess we did mention, like, the Wind Run Purge earlier.
Yeah. I don't think people think about purges enough in this game. There's a lot of things to purge. Like last game, Sven had a DD rune and he got Yuled and it got purged. And it's like, these things happen all the time. Alright, high ground push with the Morph. Big strong guy, man.
I don't think you can... With the eggs, maybe you can. You also have the Morph backup Sheer, in fact, so I'm using it right now.
They want to go. They see the Sven bottom, they should go.
Got,
they can burst heroes.
26 seconds remaining on this. We'll jump in with Love, maybe thinking about using the ultimate. There's the call back in for Vinny. The Fissure, look at how long that is, even from the Morph, just exploding Vinny. They will find XDXPX as well as the Rubik. XDXPX not quite dying though. They did bring down the Rubik. KU just running in at the Panda. Stunned back into XDXPX. That is a exploded Timber.
Panda
not going to be able to find the Panda. No, they do. They just kill the Brewlings there.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of a really split fight from QXD after seeing some clean ones from them. XDXPX ran all the way back. The Shackle not connecting. I thought it would go to the uphill tree there, but unfortunately for Notorious, doesn't quite do it for him. But yeah, like, jumping in the back, XDXPX, Vinny, like, also basically doing the same thing, but when you're on the enemy base, it's a lot easier for Portland to make a defense there.
Yep.
I think they maybe forced that a little bit too much.
You might be right. I think that it's well, I don't know, you have sort of 3 damage heroes, but for the Timber to do damage, you kind of need the Shaker around him, and that didn't really happen that fight because Jack was playing with Sheer going on the axe. So, a little weird.
KU's just doing so much damage to the Timber as well. Like, it doesn't even matter if you have stacks up or not. He's just chunking you in like 2 or 3 hits.
Also,
we'll get the call back onto the Timber. There's a heal there, but the ult from Jack, I'm not exactly sure who it hit because the BKB was up on KU. It looks like it basically only hit Vinny.
It didn't hit KU. He was barely outside.
Yeah, he had the BKB up, I thought he was in range, but he didn't have the BKB. Aaron was like slightly outside. Okay, maybe he didn't need the BKB then.
He popped it after. I mean,
it would have been a hell of a save though, like.
Yeah.
Coming so close. Notorious getting gone on now, looking for a blink, is gonna get shackled by his own ability there. Morphing again, just getting a lot done. QXD again stealing the heal. There's the call. Looking for it. The Yule's there, but I mean, Supermaning in is KU. They will go back on Sheer. Aaron taking a lot of damage here. Does not have much of a save, but there is a silence. And now they will find Love. There's a nice shackle back on the Vinny. Can he bring him down? Yes, he can. Sheer doing all the work right now. Needs to morph here, but no, he's actually got the Lincolns back up. Can dive back in, this time onto the Omni. Do they have the damage here? They want to get rid of the Aegis, though, I believe. He has another stun coming up very soon. XDBX just got back into this, but now might just die again. The chunking coming from KU, not quite enough, as League of Legends was looking for the bomb from the heal, but not quite getting it. Do they have vision on this Omni? The Aegis gone. They will get Omni down, I believe, with XDXPX. Eventually, the rest of the team sort of starting to rotate. Sheer still looking for this, maybe looking for the shackle. There's the Lincoln's gone. Excuse me. Now gonna get stunned up. No, he's got the BKB back, going for the TP out. Gets it off Notorious now. It's the last one that needs to get out, but oh my god. The stolen Sven, or he morphed into the Sven. What the fuck? That looks really hilarious.
That was just some sick manning up by Sheer there. Taking on...
I thought it was a little bit too far, but they get more and more kills out of it.
Yeah.
League of Legends not really sure if that was worth staying around or not, and it ends up, indecision gets him killed.
I mean, it helps your Sven there quite a lot. Sven getting a lot more gold there. And the
oh my gosh, the morph's already back up too.
Yeah, so we have the back to the Shaker combo. He's using a lot of heroes though. It's not just a Shaker.
Yeah, Morphling like cooldown is just so low, dude. You didn't even find one more. The call back in this time onto the Shaker. Do they have enough to stun? Missing, but Vinny, I don't think you can survive this for too long. At least you get a turn there back onto Jack. The jump in again. Sheer has have the bonus hit if he wants to use it, but they're losing two. Panda gone. The silence stopping him from ulting in the middle of that. They will pop Eels back from QXD as well. Morphling's able to get out. Right. Yeah, the ult has a 35-second cooldown. It goes from 140 seconds to 35.
Well, I think he took a CDR talent.
He did take a CDR talent.
Because it should be 160, 140, I think. I looked at it earlier. But Sheer making use of... Alright, let's see. He was Wind Ranger in that fight, then he was Sven, and then...
I mean, it's basically 100% uptime at level 3.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I think that's what the talent is intended to make it.
Plus 16-second morph duration, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 36-second duration, and it's on cooldown for 35 seconds, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you have it 100% of the time.
Pretty much.
Maybe looking at Aaron mid. Maybe a little bit careful how you want to initiate, though. KU's able to take out the top lane tower. Might just find a courier for free. Yes, he does. That is satanic.
Oh, that's big. That's 3 minutes. He can't finish it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what he's buying there because there's not enough gold for the Reaver. Jack's going to get cut out slightly. Vinny maybe looking for a call on the front side. Notorious kind of just making space right now because they bring down Jack. Sheer popping into the Sven yet again. The stun back into him. Do they have the lockdown? I don't think they do. It's going to be close if they get the silence off. The Lotus there and the call. They go for the dunk. Vinny doing some slamming of his own, and now they can look for QXD XPX. They did bring down QXD.
That is his second death, actually. But
I mean, it's a much better Morphling game than last game.
It is. However, KU is still proving to be a beast on this Sven. This guy's nuts.
Oh yeah, 2 games in a row he's just kind of gone insane. And this is still like, they just went Omni Sven both games. No fear.
Yep. It's that busted, apparently. Who knew?
I figured we'd see Omni at some point crop up big, because you do have a lot of strength cores that are big in this patch.
Yep.
I think it might just be worth banning the Sven out, honestly. Maybe the Omni is a bigger target, but stun back into KU.
He's not scared.
Yeah, he's not really doing too much, but yeah, who would have thought the first tier 3 falling is actually for QXD, even after that very big lead early on. Not even really that big, I guess, if we want to look back at it. About 7.5k.
XDXP's trying, but can't catch anything. And even Vinny has items. Go. Good for him.
I mean, that's the comeback, kid. I mean, it's still not much, but it's...
Hey, it's enough. It gets you by.
He's working on a BKB, but yeah, he's very soon. Yeah, and the Satanic's still down in that courier for another minute, 20 seconds.
Okay, so Love has BKB now. I think the past 2 fights, he has not been able to...
Oh, they're going to chase Aaron down. They want to try and catch him. They do get him with the Morphling, but is this going to be enough? He's got some Invis save. And, I mean, that's how easy it is for them to just back out, too.
True.
Because now it's into Roche. They just scare them off. But the ping's coming immediately.
Oh, what? He's still
what? This is a really quick Roche if they don't react right now.
They don't know, do they?
Well, now they do, but Roche is just going to be dead.
Roche is super dead.
Now they have vision on it. They block Notorious out from running into the pit, and they will just back off.
Oh, you're coming at me.
Oh, he's on the other side of the fissure, though. Notorious needs a bit of a save here. Love doesn't actually have the blink right now, and now Notorious gets away. I mean, what a steal from QXD to just, steal two things, Roche and the Exorcism.
Very, very big, actually. They're hunting. Morph has a haste rune now. This is really nice.
Oh, in the bottle, yeah.
Currently pinging Jack. Come here, please.
This courier is back up too. I don't think it's quite finished.
No, he needs like 1400 for Reaver.
Yeah.
He's
still got the Aegis for this fight, though. I don't know if you wait for the item.
I don't think the items that he'll get on courier really impact him.
Notorious? Okay, now we get the shackle shot off. Is gonna get stunned up twice. There's not a force staff either. Notorious crit down. They will get a dunk onto the Rubik. There's a buyback from Notorious as well. They are close to their own base. Jumping forward is Sheer. Can they keep him locked down? I don't think so. The call missing from Vinny. There's a buyback from QXD as well. Notorious running forward, trying to find a target. This time it's Jack. The Lotus Orb on top of him. Don't go too far, Notorious. This would be his dieback. If he falls here, he's getting exploded and eventually dies.
That's big.
The dieback for Notorious, and now back into Aaron they go. XDXPX will fall to the Exorcism. Aaron getting a little low, but there's the silence back on the Morphling. Can they take him down? Yes, they do. Egg is gone. Vinny may be looking for a follow-up call if they want to use it. No, he doesn't blink into it, so he could just morph afterward, or waveform away afterwards. Now they chase QXD out. There's a net there. The stun from KU. Following up. They don't have the creep wave immediately.
He's not Ags into Shaker either, which is not ideal. Oh my god, what is going on right now?
He could still eggs into... Yeah, Shaker's right here if he wants to do it. Yes, he will. He could jump forward again. Look at the fissure range. They might want to go back into this. KU does have a stun. Vinny getting very low. Back into League of Legends this time. It's just any target he wants, and eventually they find him. I believe Panda dying on the backside. KU also brings him down. There's the call, but they're not focusing the same target. They maybe could have brought him down, but KU stunned into Jack instead. But now they can keep him locked down with the silence. He was BKB'd. Jack couldn't keep the Sven locked down. It's a double kill for Aaron, and they lose the Morphling yet again.
These fights are crazy. I can't get over that.
It's 34-32, like dead even almost. But just back and forth all the way across the map.
Yeah, really. It is. The fight does not stop. Both of these teams see little things the other's doing, and they're trying to take advantage of them.
We do get up to that 35-minute mark for bounties, but we'll see if either team even wants to. KU maybe just focuses the tier 2 a bit longer. I don't know if he can take this alone. Probably not.
Got the Lotus Orb on the Timber Saw. I think I suggested. Look at that. It's good versus DP Silence. This 5 Panda is buying a Basher next. I like it.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to be inside the alts for most of the fight, like, you probably don't need a Basher, but I guess it's like...
It's true.
These fights have been lasting so long, maybe it's like not that big of a downside.
You could buy like a Vlad's. Generally a good thing. But also, I think the way he's playing now, the way he played last fight was really, really, really sick. Where he just kited 3 heroes right in front of their base, while his team took down the Death Prophet. So, Basher kind of lines up with what he wants to do that way.
Satanic is up on Sheer now, by the way.
That's not nothing. That is a lot of status.
That's a lot of health.
It's health. It's
he's fully morphed right now, and he still has 1600. And then on our Shaker, he has 3000.
Big man.
He's probably just looking for targets right now, but it's a little dangerous.
Oh yeah.
And a bit of a smoke coming out. KU is going to be the lonely non-smoking Portland Burnsider. But it could just be a bait, I think is what they're calling for. They saw the smoke potentially because of this warding from QXD. So we'll group up back next to their base. Sheer kind of sees it coming too. There's a bit of a ping out, but XPX testing the waters. Not going too far out though. So we'll jump to the backside. Sheer looking for Notorious. They connect with the stun. Can they free him?
Goodbye.
Of his life, Jack. Getting a kill there. I believe that was a fissure or something. Sheer is just critting people right now. As there's silence back into the Morphling. Out comes the Spirit Siphon. It's giving him a lot of health, stun as well. They want to bring down the Panda before he can get the ult off. My goodness, that was like max damage dunk as they get the Panda before that ult comes out. And now Aaron popping the Exorcism way back in the mid lane. They might try and find the Omni. They can't purge this off, and now Morphling kind of just caught without anything to do, really. Now jumping back in to Aaron, throws the fissure out. Right click's coming, but at least the Shiva's not connecting with them for now. Look at how slippery this hero is. Svenny is back up looking for a call, gets it on the QXD. Jack has another stun, the 4-staff across the cliff. The stun in from KU, gets the stun from Jack, and they might just be able to chase him down after. They have the Yules looking for the blink, but not even close. And a 10k gold lead now for Portland Burnsiders, looking to take this 2-0.
They couldn't kill the DP fast enough. That's really unfortunate.
It's just so difficult. DP literally pops Lincoln's, he pops the Lotus Sword, but he's still getting health from all this.
He also has bought an Octarine Core.
Yeah, it's like that bonus healing. It's really hard for him to die. They're going to check Roche, but it's not up.
He has Vessel and Shivas.
I know they are.
This Morph does not want to stand near him. Satanic is not going to do much. Especially with the Scotty, too.
Yeah, Scotty up on KU. They are going to try and initiate, blinking in his love, maybe getting the ult. He's popping BKB for now, will eventually lose the ult. KU getting very low. Needs to be careful how much they turn this. Just hitting down the Panda Brewlings for now. They got down to just the Earth one. And the easiest way to kill a Panda. Just bring down all the Brewlings. And now they'll look for Rubik instead as well.
Does not get...
And a 36-38 kill lead for Portland Burnsiders, a 13k lead. As they go high ground yet again, maybe going onto the Rack's bottom instead. The Exorcism pop XDXPX. I mean, you can maybe push them back slightly with the Chakram, but in comes the Panda yet again, and he does not have the ultimate. So you're going to be kind of careful if just blinking into the middle of all these heroes. Trying to do something backside. There is Sheer jumping in, trying to find Notorious, but this time they don't get it into the call. The stun as well, but the Earthshaker comes through with the big dunk back into the Sven. They get KU. Can they find any more though? Vinny's still alive here. Notorious dropping as well. XDXPX getting a double kill, and now League of Legends to fall. They've done the defense. Jack making it happen. Aaron, there's just so many. They built the wall right there.
What? Did Sven just die to Echo Slam? Is that what that was?
It was basically just Echo Slam into like 2 people enchant toting.
That is insane.
Is this Roche too? No, it's not.
Fuck Roche, go end the game. Sven has no buyback. Uh-oh. And DP has
60 seconds. I think they can maybe back after 2 buybacks. I don't know. They can keep going with this.
They can definitely force us, even with just DD.
With a DD, I think you just go in the game, yeah. XDXPX already calling it too.
End the game, boys.
Axe buyback, you gotta worry about the call. The rest of the team like slowly making their way over here, but with the DD up, the Exorcism pop from Aaron. They do back off just slightly. So they're maybe not too interested in finishing, actually. Oh, they go back into the Axe. Vinny getting very low. The right clicks bring him down. Sheer trying to find another target. He's still got the DD. Misses the enchant totem, unfortunately. But there's the buyback from Notorious. There's a turn there. Stuns coming in from Jack as well as the Fissure. The Guardian Angel keeping them alive.
Oh my god.
And they lose the
Jack,
Timber.
Get out of this. That's really good.
And they lose both racks mid.
She needs BKB. Oh, he has Minotaur Horn. Okay, thank god. But if he has BKB, it's way less scary for him. Like the silence alone is insane. It's so long. What is this? 6 seconds. Ow. Also, can we talk about the name of this silence spell? It's just called Silence.
Oh, on TP? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Let's go.
Couldn't come up with anything more. Like Crypt Swarm's a cool name. Spirit Siphon's a cool name. Exorcism's great, and then they're just like, yeah, screw it.
Silence. Really phoned it in on that one. Both teams getting a Havoc Hammer. I think Brewmaster wants this. So he lives. Oh! Well, I think that gets boosted by Enchant Totem, actually.
Leveler?
No, Rapier. Morphling has one of those.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Could be wrong. No, actually, I don't think it does.
Either way, this is like the game. I want to end the game item.
Yeah, really. Also, it's 9.
Yeah, we're getting
So-
close,
yep.
but until somebody yells at me.
That's fair.
2 minutes away, for me anyway.
Alright, just making sure you're aware.
2 minutes away. I said, this game, if it went 45 minutes, I would miss it. I think if they win another fight, it's basically over for QXD. That was a decent amount of buybacks there. You still have Sven buyback, I think. But, like, if it's just Sven buyback, I don't know if they can make a defense if they get team wiped. Omni as well is up.
Sven did just get a Daedalus. This is... well,
We're gonna see one more fight.
not did, just, but... Morphling might have a Rapier, but Sven is very strong.
TXPX. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Oh, he's just like purposely throwing the chain up there to screw around. Imagine somebody accidentally plants the tree up there and then he just gets exploded somehow. We'll lose a courier. They know they're inside the Roche pit now. Back into the Earthshaker they go. This time with Wind Ranger getting... oh my god.
They need to do that. He needs to not be seen. Or this Rapier is just a loss.
I think they see it now. The call just barely missing. No, it actually hits and they can bring him down. They do. They get him. The Rapier on the deck. KU picks it up.
Man's got it.
Oh my god, and he just one-shots Rubik.
He's gonna kill this Roche so fast.
The buyback from Rubik, but there's no buyback on Morph. That was your... I mean, that was your endgame scenario.
Uh-huh. So, Sven has a net worth advantage again. Huh.
I wonder why.
Yep.
Don't know why. That's so weird. He doesn't know what to do with his items, dude. He's
Can he
just like,
buy an Ag Synth? Jesus. Get your boots back in there.
Yeah, he probably should do that, actually.
Hmm?
You don't really care about the stats at this point. He's got 5,000 gold to do it, too. Oh, there's a bit of space. God strength up in 40 seconds. But see how they want to do that. Morphling just going... wow. See, now I'm seeing that, and I think it's Morphling every single time now, but it's actually the Earthshaker this time.
Yep.
Still down for 20 seconds. Oh god, I wish we were watching this on Dota TV so I could just be in the lobby. But anyway, we'll see. 5 seconds. The last fight's gonna happen like right now. Right now. Right now.
I think the last fight is Morphling dies.
Right now.
I don't know how they do anything here.
I feel like whoever wins this next fight, it's over. Bold claim right there. I know, but you never know.
Oh yeah.
Unless they back off because they haven't taken the tier 2 bottom. There's a block.
Oh, he's alone.
He's kind of caught out. He still has
He
AS
has
plus
exorcism
BKB
again.
plus ultimate.
What?
No, don't back out. No. Why? 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 Just end the game.
Well,
Don't risk it.
I mean, they're actually just timing the exorcism, I think.
Potentially.
Rubik's not gonna have it. and then DP's gonna have it again. She can have it now too with the ult. It's just like an unnecessary risk. If there was an endgame scenario where they come back from this, it would be where Rubik has Exorcism. Something crazy like that. But that's the biggest spell.
Hold on one sec. Who was your ancient mid? I'm also like, I don't know if we have a mid laner yet, so we might also be looking. We need.
You need me to stand in?
Maybe. I might have somebody else.
I could do that. You'll have to draft around me a little bit, but wouldn't mind. I'm very washed up though.
We're all washed up. That's just the team.
All right,
They will find. Oh, that is a dieback on Notorious, actually.
Not nothing.
I think they're still trying to fight this though. Like they left the bottom lane entirely.
I think they should try to fight this, or maybe they're trying to stall the Aegis. Oh, they're going. They're smoked. Morphling's not, for whatever reason.
I think again it's just the bait play.
Yeah. But do you really want to bait this hero? Does he even have buyback?
I don't think they're gonna go on Morphling.
So.
Oh my god. I feel like I thought we were gonna get a game end and now they drag it out.
They really are.
Oof. Alright, I might actually need to go. Everybody's
Alright.
Alright, well, yeah, this game's not ending anytime soon. I'm just going to predict Portland Burnsiders when they have a 20k gold lead, most of that being off of the Sven Rapier. But we'll see. They are still streaming it over on RD2L Masters. Also, I think there's another stream going on right now as well. If you go look at the Discord underneath match notifications, he didn't post his match. We're hosting X-Time right now. Tuesday. Okay, yeah, Exitine is casting it. Xtine, E-X-T-I-N-E. Underneath today's matches, you can find his Twitch. Yeah, we need to end the stream though. I gotta go.